Yo, Dracos. How's everybody doing? We're right back, chat. Some shout outs here.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete...
Rockstar stayed quiet, but the needle still moved. Take-Two restated the exact date for GTA 6 right there in the investor slides. The age check system for GTA Online stepped from code strings to real menus. Price talk fired up again because analysts love the $100 headline, and PC is still to be announced. Let's go through what changed, what did not, and what to actually watch for next. So what should we expect between now and pre-order? Not a slow
right here.
Rockstar usually goes quiet, then drops a pile of news at once. Think trailer 3, pre-order switch, and the edition breakdown landing in a tight window instead of 100 tiny posts that burn everyone out. That's how they've played it before, and it fits a game at this scale. There's no official schedule yet, that's simply their pattern. Platforms are the same as they've been. Launch on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. PC still unconfirmed. I know that's not what PC players want to hear, but this studio likes to ship console first and bring PC later when they're happy with performance and anti-cheat. If they change that, awesome. But nobody official has said it yet, so don't let a rumor talk you into buying anything today. Here's the update everyone glosses over because it isn't flashy, but it's actually important. Rockstar is building age verification into GTA Online, and that sets the stage for how GTA 6's online will run from day one. This started as code strings dug up by Tez 2. Then a few days later, we saw preview images of the menus. And nope, it's not a meme. These are real in-game screens. They mention verifying your age to access online features, and even list stuff that can be gated. Online access itself, text chat, phone texts, and Snapmatic uploads. The rollout looks regional, and the UK is likely first because of the Online Safety Act. Sites covering the leak keep tying it to that law, and some of them even say the UK version could require an ID check or similar assurance. Whether it's ID or a third-party age check, the point is the same. If you're underage in a region that enforces it, certain features, or the whole online mode, might be blocked until you verify. This is about compliance, not Rockstar suddenly deciding to be strict for fun, and if they wire this into Social Club now, it's one switch they can reuse for GTA 6 Online later. That's just common sense. One quick service announcement so nobody gets scammed. It isn't live yet for most players, and the scan your ID right now or lose access today image doing the rounds was called out as fake by subreddit mods. When Rockstar turns a system like this on, they'll post official steps and support articles, because you don't roll something that touches millions of people without instructions. What does this mean for GTA 6 Online? Expect it to run on the same setup. If the checks are sitting inside Social Club and GTA Online now, they can apply the same logic to GTA 6, either for full access or for specific features like comms, UGC uploads, or store access. I could see regions turning features on and off depending on the local rules, and that's me connecting dots based on the menu text we've seen. Not a promise from Rockstar, but it lines up with how publishers have handled new laws the last couple of years. If you're in the UK, plan ahead. You may have to verify before you can use certain features, and maybe even before you can hop into GTA Online at all. If you're elsewhere, this will probably roll out later, country by country, with small differences depending on local law.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
That's ridiculous to leave a disclaimer there.
First up, let's talk about AI color themes. You can get any combos you want. Bold and bright, minimalist.
Let's talk money, because the $100 headline is back. That number came from analysts like Michael Pachter, who said he expects GTA 6 to be $100 and also tossed out big revenue estimates. That's a prediction, not an announcement. Useful for conversation, not something you can put in a thumbnail as fact. During the question and answer portion of Take-Two's August call, Strauss Zelnick was asked about pricing and said, "I think our approach may be a little bit different. We believe that any consumer experience is the intersection of the thing itself and what you paid for the thing. So our goal is to vastly exceed expectations. We want to put out the best entertainment on earth, and we want to deliver more value than what we charge for." In a separate interview published alongside the call, he declined to name a price for GTA 6 and added, "We've had variable pricing at the company forever." Now here's why I still think the standard edition lands at $70, and the big money is in Deluxe and Ultimate. From the same company this week, we got a clear example. Borderlands 4 is is confirmed at $70 for the base game. That's not GTA, but it shows where their head is at on everyday pricing while still leaving room for pricier tiers. So yeah, $100 base is possible, I just wouldn't put my house on it. Expect $70 standard, then deluxe or ultimate options at $100 and up, probably with exclusive vehicles and clothes, boosters, early access windows, or online bonuses. When pre-orders hit, this debate ends in 5 minutes. History also helps. Rockstar has packed premium editions before. GTA 5 launched with an $80 special edition and a $150 collector's edition in 2013. Red Dead Redemption 2 did $80 special and $150 ultimate in 2018. So if you're trying to guess where GTA 6 lands, think standard at normal next-gen price and at least 2 fancy tiers above it. Again, that's history, not a leak, but it's a strong guide for how Rockstar likes to structure the shelf. And if GTA 6 really lands at $100, I'm still okay with that. It's the biggest entertainment product on the planet, built for years by a huge team, and it will probably eat every other launch around it. If any studio has the leverage to push past the usual 70, it's Rockstar, and I don't think that's a crazy move if the game shows up polished, stable, and stacked with content on day one. People pay that much for a single concert ticket or a couple of movie nights with snacks. A game like this can live on your drive for hundreds of hours, plus whatever the online side adds. I'm not saying charge anything and we'll clap. I'm saying if the value is there and they don't gut it with aggressive microtransactions, the higher price is easier to swallow. Regional pricing still matters, and not everyone can jump in at the top tier, but as a headline number, $100 for a once-in-a-decade release doesn't feel wild. But what do you think? Would you buy GTA 6 for $100 on day one? Or is that a stretch? If you're in, what's the minimum you expect? Clean performance, solid anti-cheat, and no nasty microtransactions? If not, are you waiting for the first patch, a price drop, or reviews? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, one more thing worth mentioning is why the $100 line keeps popping up. Analysts know big games can support higher priced editions, and headlines about a $100 price point get clicks whether it's base game or not. Publishers also like testing what people will pay for deluxe and ultimate bundles. Put those together and you get noisy predictions. The piece that matters is the store page. When pre-orders open, the standard price will be obvious in seconds, and the extras will either look worth it or not.
Check out how this app helped me buy whatever I want in my favorite games. Unlimited money makes it so you can get what you want from the game right from jump without the grind. Let me toggle this in Starfield real quick. Look at this 6 ship I was able to get, and I didn't even have to go on 50+ missions to earn.
We also have a quick Laszlo update. In a recent interview, he said he doubts he'll be in GTA 6, which tracks since he left Rockstar in 2020 and now works with Dan Houser at Absurd Ventures. If you've played the older games, you know his vibe. Call-in bits that start normal and end messy, fake ads that punch holes in whatever's trending.
What is the rock and roll lifestyle? A leather jacket? Long hair? Waking up with mystery bruises and a nasty itch? Of course, but it's more than that. It's laughing at the establishment, even if you don't know what the establishment is. And that's what Laszlo is all about.
And in GTA 5, the whole fame or shame disaster with Tracy that Trevor and Michael crash. If he's not back, radio isn't dead. It just means new hosts and fresh targets. Vice City is perfect for that. Influencer talk shows, investing gurus, true crime podcasts, weather panic, all of it. The satire is the draw, not one voice. If Rockstar wants to tip the hat, maybe he shows up as a tiny cameo or a billboard gag. If not, fine. The format keeps rolling. My take is this gives them room to update the comedy for how people actually talk online now, while keeping the same simple recipe that works. Skits, callers who derail the segment, and news bits that go too far. Let's clear this up with one line first. PC is not confirmed by Rockstar yet. Day one is still PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, and every legit roundup in the last week repeats that line. That's the official part. Now, patterns. GTA 5 launched on PS3 and Xbox 360 in 2013 and hit PC later in 2015, and Red Dead Redemption 2 came to PC about a year after the console launch. Different times and different hardware, but the point stands. Rockstar likes to ship on consoles first and bring PC later once the build is stable, and they're happy with the tech and the anti-cheat layer. That's not fun if you're on PC, but it's also why those PC versions usually run well and ship with extra toggles and higher-end features. So, yeah, I think PC happens later, not because of a secret memo, but because this is the way they've done it for a decade. We'll find out when Rockstar says it out loud. What should you do as a PC player right now? Keep your expectations sane, watch for a clear Newswire post, and don't fall for posts claiming PC pre-orders early or secret PC page found, unless it's an official store link. When it's real, it'll be everywhere in 5 minutes. There's a helpful clue hiding in Take-Two's own slides. They just pushed a busy late summer lineup. Mafia: The Old Country launched August 8th, NBA 2K26 lands September 5th, and Borderlands 4 hits September 12th. Publishers don't love stepping on their own marketing beats, so if you're waiting for Rockstar to break silence in a big way, remember Take-Two still has those other launches to shepherd through the calendar. That doesn't mean Rockstar has to wait forever. It just means they'll pick their moment so nothing cannibalizes anything. Once those are out of the way, watch the sky. Another tiny hint in the same deck. They lifted their bookings outlook, and interestingly, they model a decline for GTA Online recurrent spending this year, while other parts of the business go up. That's not a panic sign. It often means they expect attention to shift later as the new big thing, which is of course GTA 6, gets closer. The smart money says marketing stays tight until they can make one big wave do the work of 10 little ones. So if you add all this up, we got 2 real moves and a lot of noise. The real moves are the investor slide reprinting, May 26, 2026, and the age check system stepping from code strings to actual menus. Pricing is still speculation until pre-orders open, but company behavior points to a normal base price with pricier editions stacked above it. PC is still to be announced, and the timing probably lines up after Take-Two clears its September launches. When the switch flips, you'll know, and we'll have real numbers instead of guesses. He tried to rebuild his life while constantly getting pulled back into crime. This story felt way more personal, something that touched on bigger, more sensitive themes like corruption and injustice in the system. Writers at Rockstar reportedly believed in this version. It had emotional weight, and it felt different from past GTA games. It felt like something that could evolve the GTA franchise. However, it didn't make it to the end either. It got scrapped by Take-Two. Some said it was too political. Others said it just wasn't marketable enough. The balance was never there with these storylines. So for the second time, and then a third time, Rockstar had to start over. And with each reboot, it became clearer that the original vision for GTA 6 was slipping further away. By late 2019, Rockstar had already gone through multiple versions of GTA 6. None of them had made it past the early stages, and things inside the studio weren't exactly moving forward. It was around the same time Dan Houser gave an interview where he said, "It's really unclear what we would even do with GTA 6. He also mentioned that Rockstar was thankful they didn't have to release the game under Trump's presidency, a hint at how tricky the political climate had become for a game like GTA. Not long after this interview, Dan Houser went on an extended sabbatical. At first, it just sounded like a normal break, but the break kept going, and while nothing was said publicly, the timing said enough. After years of pitching stories that never made it off the ground, it felt like Dan was either burned out or just done trying to force a vision that couldn't move forward. Then, in early 2020, it became official. Dan Houser was leaving Rockstar completely. This came as a shock to the gaming community, because Dan wasn't just a writer. He had shaped the stories behind almost every Rockstar game since the beginning. Not just GTA, Red Dead, or Bully, but all of it. For a lot of people inside the Rockstar studio, Dan's absence changed everything. With him gone, the creative direction of
how high we are. How do you get in?